It's your boy Falon McKnight, man. I'd like to welcome you guys to the PM Lifestyle Podcast. Tonight we have a real special guest, father, author, blood pressure consultant, and creative visionary officer at Gangsta Holistic. Recently induced into the 5,000 Role Model Excellence Program. I'm going to bring to you right now a very special guy out of Southern California, Mr. J. Allen himself. Hey, how's it going, brother?
What up? What up? What up? How you guys doing?
Oh, man, pretty good, man. I'd
All
like to
right,
welcome to the show, man. I thank you for spending your time, man, and coming in and giving me a portion of your time, man. I know you could have been in
man.
anywhere else in the world, but
I
you was here with
appreciate you
me.
having me on.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it, man. So, man, I gave the introduction. I just want to know, did I miss anything at all?
No, you got it about right. Yeah, you got it right. And
Okay, okay.
that was a great introduction. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
So,
appreciate it.
I've been watching you for a little minute, man. Seeing what you've been
Okay,
doing, and it's awesome, bro.
thank you.
Can you tell the people, a little bit about your story and how you got into Gangsta Holistic?
Okay, yeah. So, Gangsta Holistic started in uh 2020. That's
Hmm.
when I first started the company. But the reason that the company came into fruition is because I was in 2000 in late 2016. Matter of fact, it was October 2016. I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, chronic kidney disease, and high blood pressure. So
Wow.
the precursor to all of that was me having high blood pressure for so long and not doing anything about it. And
Hmm.
so, when you let a condition like that just linger, it starts to affect different organs in your body. So it started to affect my kidneys and it started to affect my heart, my cardiovascular system. So
Hmm.
I was hospitalized for a number of weeks. After I got out the hospital, I was, they had you on all these different crazy medications, right?
Hmm.
And so I always knew about natural medicine or whatever you want to call it, naturopathic medicine, herbs, oils, all these type of things. But I never really, it's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. So knowledge is you have the knowledge about these things, and wisdom is actually putting them to work. So I hadn't done that yet. So I stumbled upon this guy who a lot of people out there might know. His name is Kareem the Herbalist. And he was teaching about the power of black seed oil and how black seed oil can reverse pretty much everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was speaking about the kidney function. And I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, I'm like, this right here can repair my kidneys and reverse my situation. I was like, man, I'm gonna try that. So I tried it, and I was very diligent in the way that I took it. I took that. I also took a number of other herbs. I had to change my lifestyle as far as eating, um, exercise, and I had to make that a part of my regimen. You know, um, I used to sit all day at a computer. I still sit a lot now. They consider sitting the new smoking. So if you sit
Oh,
at work a lot, it's like the new smoking. Like you can get sick from just sitting too much. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
I implemented these natural herbs and I was able to wean myself off of the medication, the prescription medication that the doctor gave me. So after I weaned myself off of the medication, which took me like a few months, and when I was just taking the herbs, it took me about 3 to 6 months to get a complete, bill of health from the doctor, a clean bill of health. So
Mhm.
my ejection fraction on my heart. So an ejection fraction has to deal with the amount of strength and the amount of blood your heart is pumping in and out of your system, right? So a normal ejection fraction on a healthy person is 50 to 70%. That's on a healthy person. No one's is higher than that. And if it is higher than that, higher than 70%, you got an issue. But anytime it falls below 50%, you will be diagnosed with heart failure. So mine was at 25%.
Wow.
So I went from having 25% ejection fraction to working myself up to 50%. I was stage 2 in kidney disease. I went to my kidney specialist, my nephrologist, and he was saying, man, he's like, you got the kidneys of a healthy 31-year-old man, and this is with me. I was 39 at that time. So I'm knowing that this stuff I'm doing is working. And so after I did that, I was working in Redondo Beach. No, actually, I was working in Los Alamitos at a hospital. And I was saying to myself, you know what? It'd be cool if I can make this my livelihood. I got a hell of a story, because a lot of people don't know, but even before I was sick at 39, I was actually born with a heart complication. So I
Oh,
have a twin brother, and my brother was 6 pounds when he was born. I was 2 pounds. I have a twin brother. And so I had a situation back then. It was called coarctation of the aorta. So I had to have heart surgery at the age of 4 years old. But that surgery at the age of 4 years old had nothing to do with me getting sick at 39. Okay. Me getting sick at 39 was pretty much just me not taking care of myself.
mhm,
Bachelor, always eating out, you know what I'm saying? Smoking, you know what I'm saying? Just not getting enough rest, just not taking care of myself.
yeah,
So I got in touch with a woman. I used to do a podcast called The Jay Allen Show. My
mhm,
co-host was Dr. LaRonda Ward. I'm pretty sure you know her. We went to school with her, but she practices chiropractic care out of Atlanta, Georgia, and she
okay,
also deals with naturopathic medicine. So I mentioned to her what I wanted to do, and she said, "Well, hey, I can introduce you to this dude who formulates a lot of our products." So she introduced me to the guy, and long story short, I mean, me and him are like best friends to this day. So he's helped me to come up with all of my products for the most part. And it's just been a lovely thing, me just teaching the people. And um, that's my passion, man. It's like I have a knack for, I have a knack for uh, helping people, but I have a real knack for like, how can I put this? For having people congregate. Like I know how to get people, attracted to what it is that I'm doing. So
yeah,
why not anything better than this right here? Because everybody struggles with health. You know what I mean? It's a serious situation, especially when we talk about high blood pressure. It's a situation that most of us are going through. Most people don't even know it, that they got high blood pressure. And it can lead to some nasty stuff, bro. You
man. So
know?
did you know you did it just out of the blue? After I know you've been fighting things from the beginning. So like out of the blue, when you first get diagnosed with this, did something just happen one day to where you're like, I'm not feeling right, or my energy is
Oh,
right
okay.
wrong, or
Well, this is the thing with me, man. So I used to be in the hospital so much as a kid to where I hate going to the doctor. I can't lie.
Mhm.
A lot of us men don't like to go to the doctor. Mine is even intensified 10 times in the average man, because whenever I think about going to the doctor or the hospital, I always equate that with pain, because when I was young, I've been through some procedures, man, that's like, they hurt. Shit, you know what I
Real
mean? Just
serious, yeah.
period, point blank. So I knew something was going on with me, because I used to get heavy chest pains. I used to feel like sometimes like an elephant was sitting on my chest. I try to just rub it out and just, try to be tough. You know what I mean? Think you're tough. And
Yeah.
so I knew something was going on with my health. I just didn't know what. So at that point, what happened was, so with congestive heart failure, man, is you really feel like you're about to die. Like something is wrong with you. So what I mean by that is like when a person has congestive heart failure, it's hard for them to do the most simplest things. I remember I was in the mirror at that time. I was brushing my beard, and just me brushing my beard, I mean, man, I felt like I was lifting like a ton of pounds just trying to, what I'm saying? I,
Wow.
I didn't have the energy to even do that. And so I remember I was trying to lay on my back and go to sleep. This is how you can tell you have heart failure. If you ever try to lay on your back and you go to sleep and you can't breathe when you're on your back,
Hmm.
that's one of the signs of congestive heart failure, because it's telling you that your lungs are being filled with fluid. That's why you can't get comfortable and you can't breathe when you're on your back. So I remember that happening to me. And so what I did, I said, you know what? I had a little rocking chair by my bed. I said, I'm gonna sleep in this rocking chair tonight. So I slept in a rocking chair, and that morning when I got up, my whole from my stomach to the tip of my feet was just like swollen. I mean swollen bad. So it's like my normal weight at that time was probably about like 220. And
Okay.
after I finally got to the hospital, I'm gonna tell you a part before that though. I'm gonna say that for later. But anyway,
Mhm.
so I knew something was wrong with me because my body was retaining all this water. It was retaining fluid, right? And so I said, you know what? I said, Jay, you got to go to the hospital. You got to take yourself to emergency today. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take myself to emergency. Now, this is how messed up my head was back then, man. It's just like, and this goes to show you how much the food that we eat has an influence over us, and it is, we really are a slave to our taste buds at times. So I remember being that sick, and I said, you know what, I got to take myself to the emergency room today. So I was like, all right, I was gonna go to Lakewood Regional. I know you know where that's at.
Okay.
And so I rode up there, and before I rode up there, I did the most stupidest thing, man. It makes me laugh to this day, but I tell this story to show people how much food can influence you, right? I remember before I went up there, I said to myself, I said, you know what? I know something is wrong with me for sure. And I know when I go up in here, they're not letting me out. They're gonna keep me. I said,
Yeah.
so you know what? I said, I'm finna go out with a bang low. So I'm gonna go. I rolled through a
Go
drive
get
through,
some
man.
food.
Got me like some little hamburger combo or something, Louis burgers or something, ate that shit up, and I went to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stupid. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Because
like,
I
I'm
could have
finna go
died right then
full.
and there.
Yeah.
And so when I got to the hospital, they were like, "Oh man, we don't even see how you walked up in here." It was like,
Dang.
"Got to admit you as soon as possible." So they admitted me in there. They immediately started me with the saline drip, which is basically it acts as a diuretic. What a diuretic is it's something that you take that flushes your body. It makes you pee a whole
Mhm.
lot. So
So,
you just
so that's
peeing,
gonna help
peeing,
you
peeing
get the
the
water out of
water
you.
off, right?
Okay.
So, but they weigh you first. So remember, my normal weight was 220. When they weighed me, dog, I was 260. I had 40 pounds of water on my organs, dog. My stomach was fat as hell. My fucking legs and shit was like, excuse my language, my legs were just swollen, feet
Mhm.
swollen. Just, I was in bad shape, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I spent, a couple weeks in the hospital, and that's when I got out. And but that was the point to where I knew something was wrong with me when I went through that experience with me not being able to sleep, and I slept in that rocking chair that night, and then immediately my body started retaining all of that water. So that's when I knew. I said, "You got to go to the hospital." You know? Yeah,
So do you find this like, I know a lot of truck drivers that's in my family right now, and they sit down a lot. Could that be pretty bad for them, like sitting down for long
yeah,
periods of times and things like that, and
yeah,
always eating on the road? Is there
yeah.
something, I mean, can they combat that, or is it, what I mean, like that's pretty much
Right,
like a bad thing to be sitting down for those long periods of times. You're eating, you're not getting the
right.
same exercise as you would a person walking
Yeah.
around the house. Do you hear
Well,
that in truckers a lot?
I do, because I have a lot of
Really?
clients that drive trucks and stuff like that, and I do tell them that the same thing. Like I said, sitting is the new smoking. So you got to get out of that truck. You got to walk around. I would suggest the best thing to do is, do some meal prep and make your own food. Because the
Mhm.
thing about it is like, I've been a bachelor for a long time, man. I mean, I was recently married, but before that, I was a bachelor for a long time, and when you go out to eat, sometimes we think that eating at a five-star restaurant is better
Yeah,
than eating at Taco Bell or
McDonald's and all
McDonald's.
that. Yeah.
It may be as far as like the way that they make the food, but
Mhm.
as far as it being healthy, it's the same stuff. It's not healthy for you because for one, you don't know. I'm gonna tell you like this. The bottom line is like when you go to a restaurant and you eat that food, if that food is tasting good, it got a lot of salt in it. That's just salt make food taste good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it does. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's still not good for you. And then I know back then I used to eat a lot, man. So it's like you realize when you go to a restaurant. Now when I go to a restaurant,
Mhm.
if I even go to a restaurant, if I go and I get a plate of food, I can eat off that plate like at least three times. As to back in the day, I mean that all in one sitting. I'm sitting
All
here
in
right
one
there, I'm
city.
eating it all right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's just not healthy, man. Like the way they cook the food, the stuff that's in the food. Then on top of that, you probably drinking some sugary drink with it.
Yeah.
Back then I was hooked on Coke, Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? So it's just like
It's a
I had some
mixture all the
bad
way
habits,
around.
man. I
And
had
they
some real
say
bad
they
habits.
say, us Americans, man, we eat a lot different than people over in other countries and stuff like
We
that.
do.
We consume a lot more in
We
one
do.
sitting. We
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 do.
think that we need to each meal has to be a heavy meal to
Right.
fulfill that hunger pain, whatever. But
Right. Yeah,
I
that's the
was having
truth, man.
a issue with fast food myself, man. I was having a pain in my left side. I had to go to the doctor. They were saying my intestines wasn't breaking down the food that I was eating.
Mm.
Come to find out,
Mm.
it was on fast food. Once I cut
Right.
the fast food out and start eating more at home, I started doing better. I would get a sharp
Right.
pain, man. I'm at work and I'm now, like you said, as black men, and I'm not going to no doctor, man. I'm gonna fight through the
Right.
pain. It'll
Right.
go away in a little minute. And
Right.
I'm breathing short. People that, my company was asking me, what's wrong? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm all
Yeah.
right. I just ate
Yeah.
this, but this is every day. Then I
Right.
cut back on that food, man, and everything was a lot different. I
Yeah, man, it
seen one
makes
of
you
your
feel
posts.
better.
Yeah, yeah, and I start exercising and stuff like that too, what I mean, just
Right.
to do a
I
little better.
mean, listen, man, it's like, you know, I'm about to be 48 years old, man, and I remember when I was in my 20s and you go over your grandpa, you around your uncles and they get off the couch and they're like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will find myself doing that type of stuff. And it's just like it's so important to take care of your health as you get older, man. It's important, bro.
They say
It's
health is wealth.
important. Health is really well because the thing about it is if you're not healthy, you can have all of these hopes and these dreams and aspirations because when I was unhealthy, I had them. I wanted
Mhm.
to do X, Y, and Z, all of this type of stuff, but none of that stuff mattered. All I wanted to do at that time was just get healthy,
Yeah.
get healthy. Man, I used to sit, man, I used to, it was times I used to sit on my bed, man, or I'd be in the shower, man, like congestive heart failure is, it's a tough one, man. And it's just like, I would be shedding tears because I could feel myself dying. I could really feel myself dying. And I remember saying to myself one time, I said, I gotta fight this shit. Like I can't just give up like this. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah,
my
yeah,
daughter. I can't give up. So I try to teach my audience, man, that baby steps count too, bro. So it's like if you
yeah.
can, if your goal is to be active and to be able to walk 2, 3 miles around the track, if you can't do that, go to your backyard, walk up and down your backyard 10 times. If you can't walk 10, walk one time, walk a half a time.
Just
You know what I'm
do
saying?
something.
Just build up, keep building up, man, because you're gonna get your system stronger. But it's like you gotta start from somewhere, man. You
Yeah,
have to
no,
start from
I
somewhere.
wake up
Yeah,
every morning, man, and push myself to get out there and work out every
that's
morning.
good. That's good.
Um, I try to eat a lot better, man, cut off the fast foods and stuff like that. Recently,
Yeah.
I seen a post of yours.
Okay.
You were in the grocery store and
Hmm.
you were preparing the salad in a square
Oh,
box.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And recently, man, I'm sitting there going, like, it's got to be good for you. Not even looking at
Right,
the back of the package. I'm gonna be honest with you,
right,
bro. I'm
Right.
sitting there like it's coming in a container, it says organic and all this. Let me go ahead and grab it.
Right.
And when you turned it on and you turned it over and showed me that it had all this sodium in it, I was like, oh,
Right.
I might need to go get the loose lettuce. You know what I
That's
mean?
it. So the thing is, when you're dealing with health, you want to get closest to the natural source as possible. So I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of brothers who deal with high blood pressure, they have low what they call nitric oxide, which is oxygen in your blood. Without oxygen in your blood, you will die. Without oxygen in your blood, Mr. Happy ain't getting up like it should be. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that can help is like beets. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of clients. They say, "Hey, you know what? I take this beetroot powder. That's cool, but look on the back of that beetroot powder and the ingredients. I guarantee you, it's a lot of stuff on there that's in there that you don't even know what it is. That's harmful for the body. When you can just go eat a beet, go just
Yeah,
get
a
a
regular
beet
beater.
versus you going to get something that's been processed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that
So
powder has to go through a process. They have to add stuff in and
exactly.
break it down, and then yeah, okay.
So that's the best thing I would suggest is with anything like let's say I got all my herbs and stuff here. Let's say there's magnesium, right?
Mhm.
So this magnesium, this is cool, right? I take this. This is cool. But also take foods that have magnesium in it, whole foods. That's the best way to get um, these supplements. I mean, not these supplements, but these different herbs and minerals, nutrients in the body. It's through whole foods. That's the best way to get them. You know what I mean? Now it doesn't hurt to get some of the stuff in like tincture form. Like I got a strike. I mean, I got a whole slew of stuff right here, man. But anyway, um, the best way to do it is through whole foods, man. Especially if you see like something like this astragalus. When you look at it, that's all that it has in it is astragalus. That's cool, right? Versus it having something that says astragalus and has some type of other word I can't pronounce in there. Like you wanted to just have that in there. That's it. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That's the same thing with coconut water. So um, the most nutrition, the most nutritious drink on the face of the earth is a woman's breast milk. Okay, when you have a child and that child is breastfed, that child is going to get every nutrient, every mineral it needs from its mother's breast milk. The next most nutritious drink on the face of this earth is coconut water, right? It's coconut water. It has every mineral, every nutrient that you need to replenish the body, electrolytes, all that. So the thing about it is, it's like um, they have all types of different coconut waters. There's one that's very popular called Vita Coco. You probably
Mhm.
know what that is. Now,
Is that the one that come in a can? It's kind of like blue with the light blue.
they do have it in the can, and then they have it in like a
Okay.
little box too. But yeah,
Okay.
that they have, yeah. So that one. So that one is cool, but if you look on the back of it, it's not just coconut water. It's all this other stuff they
Stuff
got in it.
added into it.
Now, me personally, there's a brand on Amazon. It's called Happy Belly, and they sell coconut water. I get that one because if you look on the box and the ingredients, that's all it is. It's just coconut water.
Coconut
That's it.
water.
Nothing
Okay.
else. Right. So
And
yeah,
I
man.
I seen like you said the black seed oil.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people on your page using the black seed oil. Now I'm a person that has a problem with taste. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
Does it
Right.
have any kind of certain taste? Because I seen the chick just using the droplet and was just dropping it in. Like, is it a certain
Yeah.
taste to it, or is it something that's not
Yeah.
bearable?
So black seed oil, which we have right here, the black seed oil is very. This has a very strong taste to it. Right.
Mhm.
I've been taking this for like 7 years, so I can just drink it. It doesn't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But for somebody new taking it, it's you're gonna have to get used to the taste. But there are other things that taste worse than this. I got some stuff sitting over there right now that I just ordered that came in today. It's called sour sop bitters. That stuff, even for me, I get a gag reflex when I take it. Like it's hard to take.
It's sour. What is it? Sour
It's, it's
set
called it's called sour sop bitters.
sour sap bitters. That sounds like
Yes,
it's gonna have a
sour
little taste
sop
to it.
bitters. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's good for everything. Kills cancer cells, diabetes, high blood pressure. It's great for. I mean, anything that you can name is great for. Erectile dysfunction is great for. Hair loss is great for. Lung support, respiratory support, digestive system. It's great for everything, but it's nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? So with black seed oil, I remember when I first took it years ago when I got out of the hospital, and I said, man, this is nasty. I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I'm gonna mix it with my smoothie. That's gonna balance it out. Man, I mixed
Okay.
this stuff with the smoothie, bruh. This is so strong, dog. It'll. I had to throw the whole smoothie away. It
It
just
changes the
took over the
whole
whole.
taste
You couldn't
for
taste
real?
no fruit. You just could taste this. It was like so. I
Now, do
suggest if
do
you
you have to
take
take
this.
a whole thing, or can you take a half of
So
droplet,
okay, so
or
this is what I say. I tell people the more serious your situation, the more
Mhm,
aggressively you have to combat it, right? So a person who was like in a position like me with some serious ailments, I usually suggest that they take 4 to 6 dropperfuls of this daily. If it's six, two in the morning, two in the afternoon, two at night. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person, you're just trying to take it for regular preventative maintenance, you could
mhm.
take 2 drops a day, right? When I say drops, I mean the whole droplet, not just a drop
Droplet.
out the
Boom,
droplet,
boom.
but the whole droplet. Yeah.
How
So
soon do you see effects of it? Like how it works? Just I
it's
seen a
different,
lady,
man.
she was talking about it.
Uh-huh.
She was talking about it on your page, and she was like, she feels better. She has more energy and stuff like that. So you can see it just person to
I would
person.
say it all depends, man, because like I said, it's of course if your situation is more serious, it
Mhm.
might take you a little bit while longer to see some results. But the key to all of this stuff, man, is consistency. And I tell my clients, I say, listen, if we get off this phone and you do what we've spoken about, if you do that twice a week, it's not gonna help you. I said, but if you stay consistent and you're doing this every single day, day after day, it's gonna reverse your situation. It is.
So
On top of everything else.
all those
On
products
top
you have on your site.
I have so me personally, I sell black seed oil, which is our black seed experience. I sell sea moss, which we call G moss, is on our page.
Yeah, I
Now
saw that
sea
Gmail.
moss,
Yeah.
right now, so the sea moss is so high blood pressure is a condition to where the body is has a lack of minerals, right? So when we talk about high blood pressure, most people go straight to eating too much salt. You
Yes.
are eating too much salt, but the reason you got high blood pressure and your blood pressure not regulated is because you don't have the other minerals and nutrients in your body. Why
Okay.
don't you have those? Because the food sold here in the United States is stripped of all of its mineral content before they sell it to you. So that's
Wow.
why it's important to take things like sea moss, which has 92 of the 104 minerals that the body needs. So you
Okay.
always getting your minerals. So if you eating that sodium, but you taking sea moss, you getting that iron, you getting that potassium, you getting that magnesium,
Magnesium, all
you
of
know what I'm
that.
saying? That vitamin D, you getting all that. It's gonna balance out your condition. So a real big one, man, is like potassium and sodium, they go hand in hand. Most
Mhm.
people with high blood pressure, they have high sodium, have really, really low potassium. You know what I'm saying? So potassium, I mean, it's all of them that I talked about: magnesium, potassium, iron, all of them. But potassium in particular is very important when it comes to regulating and balancing out blood pressure.
Now I have a question again. You already know.
Yeah.
Does the seed GMOS have a taste to it? I've seen it.
Okay.
I've heard that you shouldn't take it in a gel form because it might be more added to it. I think you told. Well, I've seen it somewhere. You
Right.
posted say take it more in its natural state. Does it
Right.
have any type of taste? Also, is it worse or lesser than
So
seed oil?
I would say depending on where you get it from.
Okay.
our
What
sea moss,
what
which is our
I
G
wanna say
moss.
the G moss. What does the G moss
Yeah.
taste like? That's what
So
we
the
from
G
home.
moss, it doesn't have a strong taste like that. Now you have some sea mosses that taste really really fishy because it
Mhm.
comes from the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It tastes really fishy. I don't like that. You know.
Okay.
So I will say this. Besides the sea moss I sell is raw, so you have to make it yourself, which is an easy process. The directions are on the bag. Now, the only other sea moss that I would get in a gel is I have a buddy. His name is his company is called Mad Moss. When I say
Mhm.
this sea moss is good, he sells it in a gel. But what he does is he mixes it with fruit. When I say
Oh,
it's
so he
good, bro,
infuses it.
it's
Okay.
good. I have sat there. He didn't send me a jar, man. I didn't even sat there and ate the whole damn jar in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
seriously,
You see, that's type of stuff like
it's really good. He has like 10, 15, 20 different flavors. It's excellent.
and it
Excellent.
tastes just like the flavor that says my mind has I have a problem
It
with. I
tastes
say
just like that.
if it's like
It's you know what it
pineapple,
tastes like?
I'm looking
It
for
tastes like you
pineapple.
eating applesauce. So
Oh,
if the
yeah, and I
flavor is
like that too.
pineapple, it's gonna take
Yeah.
like pineapple applesauce. He got
Okay.
pineapple, raspberry. He has blueberry. I mean, he got every flavor, man, and it's really really good. He's out of Jersey. If you guys want to check that out, that's at madmoss.com. Madmoss.com. Tell him I sent you over there. His name is Marcelino. Stay mad, coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Hmm.
how much of the G moss are you taking or the mad moss that you take? Is it a
So with
teaspoon? Is
the
it
okay, so with the sea moss, I would take a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons daily.
mm,
Okay, but you got to realize it's natural, so it's not gonna hurt you. Like I said, when he shipped the ones I got, I'm eating them in like 2 days, bro. Like I'm just they
going in?
good, you know what I'm saying?
Going
And
in,
it's good for you.
as
You
you
know what I'm
should.
saying? So I just be like, I sit in front of TV like watching my show, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So
Going in.
yes.
Yeah, I need to pick up some of that black seed oil, man. I'm willing to try it, bro. Just to,
Oh,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Get in the habit of it. So I will
I'll
be
send you
more
out some, man. I'll send you
okay.
out a bottle, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. And hopefully, I have a lot of clients out here, so I can go ahead and get the now that
Yeah.
you're educating me on it more, I know how to speak
Yeah.
to the product and speak to the people about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get them
We have
going.
the black seed oil, G moss. We have the Get Low tea, which is a tea that it works to lower blood pressure. It works to lower blood sugar for those who have diabetes. It's great for the respiratory system, the digestive system, cardiovascular system. It beautifies the hair, the skin, and the nails. It's great for brain health. It's pretty much great for everything. I specifically designed it for 5 different herbs, which is angelica root,
Mhm.
hibiscus, elderberry, hawthorn berry, and yarrow root. So and the thing about it, that tea it tastes good too. And then you can kind of doctor it up to your taste with some honey and some lemon. And it's really good to have at least a cup of that to 2 cups of that daily. You know what I'm saying? Really
Okay.
good. And what I like to do is I take a little bit of cayenne pepper and pinch it in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's really the Get Low tea is really really good. And then the last product that I sell is the remedy, man. Like it's like a lot of cats a lot of people, a lot of these men that I talk to, they don't really want to talk about certain situations until
Mhm.
I start talking about them. So if I get them on the
Yeah.
phone and when they tell me that they're on high blood pressure medication and they say they've been on blood pressure medication for 6 months, a year, I know off the bat that you're having issues in the bedroom. There's no doubt
Mm.
about it. Okay. Because that's what high blood pressure medication does. It
Wow,
will give you erectile dysfunction. That is a fact.
that's
Okay.
crazy.
Yes, it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I tell them about it, they're like, oh, yeah, man, yeah. And I tell them my story. When I got out of the hospital, they put me on all this medication. I was in a relationship at that time. And,
Mhm.
I'm with this chick, man. We were freaks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm right up on that thing and ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going
So
on?
so
I'm like,
you ain't standing at attention no more. He said,
yeah, yeah. I'm like,
"Yeah,
what's
man.
going on? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I went to the doctor and I said, hey man, I said, So I did my research on the medication, and I found out that one of the two of the medications I take cause that. And I told my doctor, I said, "Well, why you didn't tell me that, man? You just giving
Yeah,
me this stuff." And
that's
he said,
amazing, man. Mess up a
"This what he
household.
told me." He says, "Well," he says, "if that happens, then we got something for that. And if something else happens, we got something for that." He said, "Man, we got something for everything." And he's laughing, and I'm thinking, "That's not funny, bruh. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's not funny to me, bruh. You know what I'm
Now the
saying?"
cost is going up. You got to go take more ingest more stuff into your body instead of
Right,
having this
right,
natural
right.
healing
So
process.
it's like it's real, bruh. It's really real. And the thing is, it's like with all the foods that we're eating, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's a lot of dudes that are going through that. They saying it. You know what
And
I'm
they ain't
saying?
saying
It's a
nothing.
lot of dudes that's going through that in they like mid 30s, late 30s, definitely 40s and 50s for sure. You know what I'm saying? To where they can't really perform like they want to perform, dog.
And man,
You know
I
what I'm
have a lot
saying?
of male clients, man. So, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to bring it up, man, if it could
So
help
with
them
so
out.
with the remedy is about it's a small bottle, man. It's like a half an ounce bottle.
Mhm.
And when I tell you this stuff works, bro, I can't keep it on the shelf. They buy tons of it because it works. It's all natural. There are no chemicals in it. And I mean, I got testimonies upon testimonies upon testimonies like Jay, that remedy, like, man,
Yeah. I need some
I
of that.
need that. And so,
I
so
need
my thing
that.
is whether you have an issue or whether you just want to boost it up for the night and just be Superman, it works. Like you
So
take it 30
you can
minutes
say
before you
this
get
is better than a honey pack. I've been hearing about them honey packs in
the honey
college,
pack ain't
man.
got nothing on this, bro.
Nothing on ain't got nothing on this.
It ain't got nothing. It ain't honey pack ain't got nothing. Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's
The
some
remedy.
it's some serious it's some serious herbs in there, man. Straight from and like I said, my herbalist is like he's a Jamaican dog. Like he's the
Oh, he
type
on
of guy.
point
He
then.
goes back to the islands. He sits with the mothers of the island and learns from them. Like
Yeah.
he's a serious guy. So that's one thing against the holistic that I pride myself in is like we create quality products, man. I'm not into selling any type of BS. You know what I'm saying? We really sell a lot of quality products, and I pride myself on that. I'm not going to just sell the people anything for $1. That's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm really here to help the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you wanna have people come back and return clients to customers
Exactly.
too, man. You don't wanna just sit and burn somebody off in the first round just to get,
Correct.
short gain.
Yeah.
So what's the website that people can find all your products on?
They can find me on gangstaholistic.com. And that's gangster with an A, not an ER. So
Yeah, real gangster.
gangstaholistic.com. And you can find us at Gangsta Holistic everywhere. We everywhere. Facebook, we YouTube, Twitter, you can find Gangsta Holistic everywhere. And also we do have like different literature as far as like ebooks. I've written like over maybe like 25 ebooks. I have a book that I just came out with. It's an ebook. So this book is called How I Beat Heart Failure, Hypertension, and Kidney Disease. So this
Mhm.
book entails exactly what I did to reverse those situations. What herbs I took, what time of the day I took them, how much of them I took, my diet, my exercise. So I do consultations with people as well, but I tell people, I said, you can book a consultation if you want to just get a hold of me and you feel like you need to really talk to me and ask me some questions. But if you just
Mhm.
want the blueprint, you can just buy the ebook. I think it's normally $100, but we sell it for $47, 53% off. So it's like that's for anybody with high blood pressure, heart failure, or kidney disease. It gives you the total blueprint on
The
how
whole thing.
I healed myself. And if you
You got a
follow it,
living testimony right here, man.
that's
So you
it.
need that. Tap in and get it. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you
Like you
go.
said, it's online and it's at a good price too. So
Right,
get
right.
that if you can, if you're listening to it. So um um also, man, I saw that you were inducted to the 5,000 Role Model Excellence Program.
Yeah, man. I really
Congratulations, man.
appreciate I appreciated that. One thing I really appreciated because it was in my neighborhood, man, where I grew up at in Long Beach. So it's
Mhm.
like that really just meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I really I want to help all the youth, but just it being at the home front was just it was really special to me. You know, it was really special to me. And then matter of fact, my first taste of mentorship was with I think T Hawk is your cousin, right?
Yeah, T Hawk. Shout out to T Hawk and Brian
We
Compton, the one who was on there
okay, yeah,
a couple episodes ago.
right. Well, me
Yeah.
and T Hawk back in the day, we did this mentor program at Washington High School. It was called I forgot what it was called, man. But it really changed my perspective on just going into Washington High School. You know, it's in the hood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through there. Like, I'm about to be on these little dudes. Like, you know, I'm gonna get them right. I got this whole military style. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Put them
But
through the
when I
Scared
got to
Straight
hearing
program.
exactly, but
Yeah.
when I started hearing some of their stories, I was just like, wow, I had to change my whole thing because some of these kids,
Approach.
man, some of them are taking care of their brothers and sisters. Some of their
Mhm.
mamas is on the street. You know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't got no food when they go home. Some of them got to steal food from the grocery store just to have a meal at night. So it's just like it showed me, man, to have a little bit more, not even a little bit more, a lot more compassion, and it showed me just how much our young men, our young black men, they really need us, bro. They really need
Yeah.
us. Yes,
And so this one's based out of Long Beach. Is this something that's throughout the entire United States or just only
yes,
in
it's everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, I
Hmm.
need to tap in with them, man. If you can get that information,
I
later
can
on, I can
definitely, yeah,
yeah,
I can
yeah, because
definitely
that's
put
very
you in
interesting
tune
for these brothers.
with them. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good thing, man. I saw a post you said, man, uncomfortable conversations get issues solved.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's yeah, that's a deep one right there, man. You know, and I mean, I've been on the end of it to where I was the person who felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
just
mean,
like,
but you just explained with the remedy and having that conversation. I can bet, like you
yeah,
said, that was an uncomfortable
yeah,
conversation for some
right.
guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, uncomfortable conversations really do get things solved. It's like, but there has to be, you have to provide a lane to where a person feels comfortable with talking to
Accepting.
you and
Yeah,
telling your story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be, I've learned to not be so judgmental on people. You know what I'm saying? Just take them as they are, man. It's just like, no judgment, bruh. No judgment. Because I used to be that guy judging people, and man, I used to be a real hardcore dude, man, as far as my mentality and the way I was wired. But
mhm,
that's not the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is the biggest. It's the most powerful thing on the face of this earth, man. Love can change anything,
true,
anything, bro.
true.
When you show a person that you care and you show a person that you love them and you put that love in them, it could change a whole lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus you, hey, you did it. That don't work, bro. That doesn't work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because we
saying?
all have faults. You know what I mean? You never know. You
Yes.
might be in a situation to be facing some of the things some of these people might be facing. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and I like to say on the end of the podcast, I always say, man, give love and don't look for it back in return because it'll automatically come back. You know, I always
Yes.
say that in my shows, man. Because you
That's a
never
good one.
know, like you say, you never know what people will be going through from a day to day basis, what they didn't face
Right.
yesterday, what they didn't woke up to. And if you can just
Right.
show some love and it's free, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't take much at all, man, just to show love. And I try to show love all the time, man, to make sure, you know what I mean, people are getting what they need. If I know it, I'm gonna give you the information or whatever it is. I'm not gonna
Right.
be a gatekeeper to this information. I'm gonna give people what they need if I'm able to do it.
Yeah.
It's better than a monetary, gain sometime, you know what I mean, or a thing. But it's definitely needed, especially right now in the stage that America's going through right now, man, and what
Right.
people are going through and what we're about to be facing. It's
Yeah.
about to be real crazy. So
Yeah.
um for the people that didn't know how to get in contact, I just want to make sure we got all your links. I'm gonna definitely repost them, but I want to
Okay.
make sure that everybody has everything that they need to get in contact with you.
Okay. Yeah. So people, you want to get in contact with me? Like I said, I'm Gangsta Holistic everywhere. Mr. J Allen, you can catch me on Instagram. Um, I think the best way to catch me is on Instagram. You can send me
Hmm.
an email. You can send me something on TikTok. I'm still trying to figure TikTok out,
And me too,
but
bro.
definitely if you Instagram, hit me on Instagram. That'd be the best way to try to get in touch with me. Although I do visit the other sites and I check my email, that would be the quickest way for somebody to get in touch with me is Instagram.
And what's the email just in case?
My email is I am gangsta holistic at gmail.com. So I am gangsta holistic, gangsta with a TA, um, at gmail.com.
Okay. Now I had my cousin Brian on here, man. He came
Okay.
in, he flew in from Los Angeles. He owns the Greek warehouse in
Yes,
Los Angeles.
yes, yes.
And I had that it was the weekend of the Super Bowl. And I
Okay.
asked him going out when he first landed, I said, well, like, what was the energy like with Kendrick performing in the Super Bowl,
Mm,
about to perform, the song coming out, and what was it like? Because I ain't out west no more. I'm out here in Dallas,
right.
Texas. So I asked him the energy going into the Super Bowl. Now
Okay.
that you're here,
Okay.
you still out there, man. I want to know
Yes.
what since the performance, what is the energy like still for Kendrick Lamar? What you're hearing about him and the Super Bowl performance so far?
Well, you have a lot of people that I see a lot of people online saying that they didn't like it, this, and that. But we gotta understand, man, like Kendrick is so much more than an artist, man. Like he's a person who actually really cares about and loves on the people. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's gonna give it to you this way. He's gonna make you actually think. What Kendrick has done out here, man, as far as when he shot the Not Like Us video, I mean, it was amazing. We come from these areas, Compton, Long Beach. To see
Yeah,
all the homies out there with Bloods, you got the Crips, you got
feel me?
essays out there. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's a
just
good
like
thing right there.
it's Kendrick Lamar, man. I don't really think, to be honest with you, as far as hip hop, I don't know if we've ever seen an artist like that in our time. Because, like I said, he's much more than just an artist. He stands for a lot more than just the music. But through his music, he is he's rising to different heights, different levels, and I just hope to hear more from him, man. The dude is a genius, man. He's a
Yeah,
genius.
he's special. He's something special, man. I haven't
Yeah,
seen something like that in a lifetime, and this is the way his mind functions. It's
right.
awesome. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's wild, man. Dude, special. Um, well, man, I do definitely, Jay, want to thank you for coming in, giving us the knowledge, man. This is like a personal consultation just on the podcast, man, and just getting all this information out. If you're out there, you want to check out the products, you know where to find him on Gangsta Holistics.
yes.
Everything's at the bottom of the screen right now, so you can tap in with him, let him know that whatever you need to know or you need to find out, he definitely is gonna get that information out to you or educate you on what you need to. Bro, I want to thank you for spending your time here, man. Time is something that we can't get back, and you gave me an hour of your time, bro. And I definitely appreciate
I
having you coming
appreciate
on to
you.
the EM podcast, man.
I
I appreciate it.
appreciate you, man, and I want to give you your flowers for actually having a platform to put us on here to get some messages across that can help the people, that can better our communities, and not only just giving us a platform, just the way that you do it, man. It's like you know you're very professional. You know what I'm saying? Like very professional. Everything looks very nice, and I want to commend you on that, man, because I've done a lot of podcasts, brother, and this is one of the better ones. I will say that. Okay,
I appreciate
so
it, bro.
definitely keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thanks.
Um, and I'm gonna keep tuning in, man, whenever I can, bro. And if it's anything that I can do, anything that I can do to help further your journey and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, just let me know, man.
Hey, man, appreciate it, bro. I appreciate all what you've done. And going forward, if I do, I will reach out to you. If I have anybody out here, I'm going to be sending them your way. Best believe it.
Bless.
So
Yes,
everybody, I
sir.
want to
Thank
thank
you.
Jay Allen for showing on. Jay, I'll get with you just a sec.
Okay.
showing up on the PM podcast, man. We hope that everything was good for you, beneficial to your health. Like you said, he has the remedy, he has things on the G moss, also the black seed oil, books that you can read. He has the blueprint. This man is a living survivor of what happened. And as you can see, he's here. He's been here. He's explained his story. And that if you're suffering from anything, going through something, ditch the medicine. You know that they're trying to take away the FDA and things like that, man, and ban certain and try to put stuff back into our food. Here you have it. Somebody is a living testimony of how you can do better. I'm a definitely finna shop with him. I'm finna tell all my clients to go if they have any issues, send them this way. So I want to thank everybody for joining the PM podcast, lifestyle podcast. Stay tuned for more episodes, man. We're gonna be definitely locked in. Have more to come. Again, I want to give a shout out to my boy Sugar Slim for um, beats, music, intros, outros. You holler at Sugar Slim at Instagram or Instagram Sugar Slim Beats, aka Mr. Blue Check Slim on Instagram. Let him know that PM sent you from the Lifestyle Podcast, man. He's definitely gonna take care of you. The boy is doing music everywhere, and if you can tap into Holistics, he has everything that you need. Tap in. All the information's at the bottom of the screen. I will re-air it at the end of the episode. So I want to thank everybody for joining, man. Stay peaceful, stay prayed up, and remember, give love, man. Don't look for it in return. It's gonna automatically come back. You know what I mean? So one thing you gotta do is just keep giving and giving, giving and giving. Somebody will return the love. And remember, God's looking over you, man. Peace.